our society, our civilization, has endured a great many catastrophes and apocalypses that should have ended our kind. From the Ice Age to the bubonic plague and the two world wars that have occurred, we as a species survived and prospered at every disaster thrown at us. But today, we face new problems, new disasters, systemic, cultural, societal, and rampant issues plague our modern society as a result of our rapidly changing world. One of which that has a tight hold on us and our society is poverty, a well-known systemic illness that countless politicians have sworn to eradicate, but certainly failed to deliver their promises. It has afflicted the less fortunate citizens of each nation for generations. Why does it seem like a permanent issue? What does it look like now in our modern world? Where are our leaders? And why have they not resolved this societal disease?
This message is for world leaders as global citizen. One of the issues that I wish to address is corruption. Corruption is rampant, and we anticipate this issue since one of the reasons why some people are affecting the poverty. Hence, we address this issue to make progress in the fight against corruption, since people have been victims or battling it for decades. However, it may even have an impact on programs aimed at reducing the effect of the current food crisis. It has the potential to undermine national and international efforts to combat starvation. Therefore, I believe that world leaders will listen to us and offers a way to make our voices be heard and recognize our concern or message to the global leaders.
One of the prevalent consequences of poverty is the unequal access to quality education. With insufficient funds and resources, many families choose to work at an early age rather than continue their education. Some only finish secondary and primary education, which also affects their job search and employment as most jobs require higher educational attainment. Education is not and should not be a privilege. Education provides people with literacy and numeracy skills that help open doors and opportunities needed to improve their situation. We must keep in mind that inadequate schooling affects not only those of the minorities, but also the country as a whole. After all, schools help shape children to become better contributors to the society. As a global citizen and as a student, we set urgency into addressing this ongoing issue.
Some solutions, such as optionalizing subjects that are not in line with the courses, distribution of scholarship grants, along with free book grants, are some of the solutions that may not completely eradicate educational inequality, but this somehow combats and decreases the issue. However, with the full cooperation of the government and the higher ups, we are able to bridge the educational gap caused by poverty and thus providing equal and quality education for all.
Poverty is one of the most serious problems our government must deal with. It affects healthcare of the people and where they can't afford to go to hospitals, they lack access, they lack resources, and that's why they develop a poor health. And so I am saying this because as Philippines is a developing country, our leaders or you as the leaders should establish a environment where health care is given importance.
To our world leaders, we are asking for your help in improving our healthcare services, specifically here in the Philippines. A lot of people are currently suffering daily, and unfortunately, not all can really rely with our current healthcare. The lack of proper services has brought immense struggle among the lives of the Filipino people. The children up to the elderly are hoping for the better improvement of our healthcare services so that more lives will be saved.
Dear world leaders, poverty increases the probability of and the risk of malnutrition. People who are poor are more likely to experience and suffer from various forms of malnutrition. In addition, malnutrition raises healthcare expenses, lowers productivity, and slows economic growth, thus perpetuating a cycle of poverty and illness. As a global citizens, we want to help humanity and we feel that our advocacy, raising awareness of the necessity of combating malnutrition and end world hunger will greatly assist the world.
Living in a country where undernutrition is considered endemic is proof that most mothers struggle to provide proper nutrition to children. Prevention is better than cure, so eating and preparing healthy meals and exercise, good hand hygiene at home, sanitize utensils, drinking glasses, and cookware to avoid food contamination. Discourage consuming sweets and other processed foods which provide little to no nutritional value. And also promote daily exercise and physical activities in households to boost immune systems, especially to children.
Unemployment is a serious issue in any country, but it is particularly acute in the Philippines. There are a number of factors that contribute to high unemployment rates in the country. One of the most significant is the lack of available jobs. Although the Philippine economy has been growing in recent years, job growth has not kept pace. This means that there are simply not enough jobs to go around, leaving many Filipinos without work. Another is inflation. As a developing country, the Philippines is affected by exchange rates and the price of goods.